Have you ever found yourself doom scrolling at 2 a.m., your brain a mix of student loan anxiety, imposter syndrome, and why the world is so stupid? Your phone is a portal of endless comparison. Instagram models sipping coconut water in Bali, 19-year-old influencers selling their secret to becoming a millionaire, and TikTok algorithms serving up milestones you haven't hit. This constant, low-grade panic that is always there in the background. What if there was a way to hit pause on this anxiety machine? The wrong filter. Your brain thinks it's helping you, believing that if you worry enough, you'll be prepared for anything. But it's wrong. These anxious thoughts are just thoughts, not facts or predictions. They're your brain's misguided attempt to protect you. These patterns of thinking are called cognitive distortions. They're like mental filters that twist reality and make everything seem worse than it really is. Common distortions that you have are catastrophizing, thinking the worst will happen, filtering, focusing only on the negative, and overgeneralizing, applying one negative experience to all situations. Understanding these patterns is like learning the rules of a game you didn't know you were playing. Once you know the rules, you can start to change them. But there's another factor that might be keeping you trapped in this cycle: social media. The more time you spend scrolling, the more anxious you become. Social media is like a constant stream of what ifs and should haves, feeding your anxiety a steady diet of comparison and insecurity. The more anxious you feel, the more you scroll. The more you scroll, the more anxious you feel. And suddenly, it's 3 a.m. and you have no idea how you got there. This isn't just a habit, it's a loop. Your brain searches for relief in the same place that's fueling your stress. And just like a slot machine, social media keeps you hooked, convincing you that the next scroll will give you the answer. But there is no answer at the bottom of the feed, just more reasons to keep scrolling. We convince ourselves that happiness is always one milestone away. When I finally get the job, lose the weight, hit that income level, then I'll be happy. But have you ever noticed that every time you get there, your brain just moves the goalpost? The truth is, if you don't learn to enjoy where you are, you'll never feel like you've arrived. Because real happiness isn't something you earn, it's something you practice right now. Start shifting this pattern and take control of your social media habits. Instead of scrolling endlessly, set a time limit of 30 minutes per day. Pay attention to how different accounts make you feel. If something fuels anxiety or self-doubt, unfollow it. Replace it with a creator that inspires you, educates, or makes you laugh. And when you catch yourself comparing your life to someone else's story, remind yourself, social media isn't real life. Your body's anxiety alarm system. Imagine your heart racing, palms drenched in sweat, and stomach doing somersaults. Your body's on high alert, screaming danger, but you're just standing in line at the grocery store. Your body isn't trying to embarrass you, it's trying to save you. This reaction is deeply rooted in our evolutionary past. When our ancestors faced a saber-toothed tiger, their bodies instantly prepared them to run or to fight. Heart racing, muscles tensing. This response saved their lives. Fast forward to today. Your body can't tell the difference between a tiger and a stressful email. It reacts the same way, leaving you with pent-up energy and nowhere for it to go. But what if you trick your body into calming down? Here is the 5-5-5 rule. When your boss next calls you in and heart starts racing, stop. Take a deep breath. Name 5 things you can see, 5 things you can hear, and 5 things you can feel. This grounds you in the present moment, reminding your body right now that you are safe. When you're anxious, your brain's alarm system, the amygdala, goes into overdrive. The 5-5-5 rule interrupts this process. By focusing on your surroundings, you're telling your brain, hey, look around, we're okay. This calms your amygdala and reduces those fight or flight signals. This lowers your heart rate, deepens your breath, and relaxes your muscles. I want you to try this out right now. Wherever you are, take a deep breath. Name 5 things you can see. Really focus on the details. Now, 5 things you can hear. Even the quietest sounds count. Finally, 5 things you can feel. Is it warm? cold, breezy, and dry? Remember, anxiety isn't just in your head. It's a full body experience. But that means you can use your whole body to manage it. The 5-5-5 rule is just one tool. With practice, you can teach your body and brain new ways of reacting to stress. You're not helpless against anxiety. You're the one in control. Avoiding anxiety makes it worse. Anxiety is like that one annoying group chat. You mute it, but it's still there, blowing up your phone with notifications you don't want to deal with. When we avoid situations that make us anxious, we reinforce the belief that these situations are dangerous. But when we face our fears, we give our brain a chance to learn that maybe things aren't as scary as we thought. For the next week, I challenge you to do one small thing each day that takes you out of your comfort zone. Take a different route to work. Say hello to a stranger. Do a kind gesture for a friend. By the end of the week, these acts will boost your sense of security and be actually what you are looking forward to. Rewiring your anxious brain. Your brain is neuroplastic. That means it can change, adapt, and rewire itself. Think about a time when you were anxious about something, but it turned out fine. Your brain learned from that experience. Now, imagine if you could do that on purpose. If you could create new neural pathways that lead to calm instead of panic. Let's try an exercise. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs. As you breathe out, notice any tension in your body. Where are you holding it? Just observe it without trying to change it. This is mindfulness in action. Now, take another deep breath in. As you exhale, relax all the tension from your muscles. These practices can actually change the structure of your brain, particularly in areas linked to emotional regulation. Every time you practice living in the moment, you're rewiring your brain to be less anxious in the future. Instead of seeing anxiety as a big, scary monster, you learn to see it as just another passing experience. As hard as it is to accept, anxiety is a normal part of life. The goal isn't to get rid of it completely, but to change your response to it. As you practice the 5-5-5 technique, deep breathing, or stepping out of your comfort zone, you rewire your brain. These are your weapons against anxiety. You're stronger than you think. You've survived every awkward handshake, every "we need to talk" text, and every time you were on mute during a Zoom meeting. You've got this. Ready for the next step? Check out our video on why trying to control your mind is a bad idea for your anxiety, and how letting go of control is easier than you think.